We pledge love and loyalty to be country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute.
A critical awakening in Sierra Leone. The unintended lessons of Julius Maada Bio's presidency. When Julius Maada Bio became president in 2018, he promised a new direction, focused on education, justice, unity, and inclusive development. His eloquent speeches inspired hope in a nation hungry for change. However, as his presidency has unfolded, a different story has emerged, marked not by fulfilled promises, but by deepening economic hardship, growing insecurity, and widespread public disillusionment. One of the most alarming developments under Bio's leadership is the rise of Sierra Leone as a hub for drug trafficking, particularly the spread of Kush, a dangerous synthetic drug. This substance is destroying lives, especially among the youth, and has overwhelmed families and communities. Allegations of official complicity and ineffective law enforcement have led many to describe Sierra Leone as evolving into a narco state, where criminal networks thrive alongside weakened state institutions. Economically, Sierra Leone is trapped in stagflation, a combination of high inflation and low economic growth. Prices for essentials such as food, fuel, and transportation have soared, while wages remain stagnant and youth unemployment continues to climb. The government's reliance on donor funding and external loans has not translated into local economic empowerment or job creation. Many citizens are now forced to make painful choices just to survive, eroding trust in state leadership and exposing the limits of government policies. Public services have also deteriorated. The much-publicized free quality education program suffers from overcrowded classrooms, unpaid teachers, and inadequate resources. The gap between the government's promises and the lived reality of the population has grown ever wider. Despite this grim outlook, a new form of awareness is emerging. Across the country, especially among the youth and professionals, there is a growing sense of political consciousness and civic engagement. Citizens are becoming more vocal, organizing protests, and demanding accountability from leaders. The protests in 2022, though marred by violence, reflected a collective demand for dignity, justice, and meaningful governance. In this context, President Bio's greatest legacy may be the unintended political awakening of the people. His administration's failures have taught Sierra Leoneans to think critically about leadership and governance. They are learning that true development must be people-driven and grounded in action, not rhetoric. This rising consciousness may yet become the foundation for a more accountable and citizen-led future for Sierra Leone.
Testing. Yeah. Hello, Fambulda, good evening. Good day, good afternoon, wherever on a day. After Mami Temina Piari, second. Enabler, Kala, Bua, Gawiena. The human resource of a country are the most important resource where any country will get. The development, the care, and the provision of services and policy framework for make that resource they develop and achieve maximum capacity to produce goods and services we will contribute to developing the wealth of the nation are the most important responsibility of any country. A more important than arming and equipping people to fight for the country. Because if you cannot produce wealth, then nobody will come to you to take from you. If you cannot develop yourself, then whatever resource you get, people then go come, then take and chip, then go with them. You will left, you not get nothing with the benefit. This is now exactly the situation where we country Sierra Leone don't find itself over the last 64 years. Last week, I begin for talk about education. And I try to emphasize, say, the type of education we they get is not good for we development. You see, it go difficult for make people and get this clear because the very education we they get, now it don't colonize we, now it don't make we think say it's the best out of the best. It is not. That education is not meant to develop Sierra Leone. It is meant to make us to continue to be yes men and women to some power. Whoever that power is, it's not clear. Whether not the international community, whether not Britain, whether not America, it's not clear. How do we turn this around? What do we do to turn this around? This is not the question we will not ever sit down ask ourselves. Instead, we continue to lie and gaslight ourselves, say, where education don't deteriorate. It was never there. Now get this clear. There was no education. There was a brainwashing process where teach we more about countries than we most of we not able to go to than it teach we about ourselves. The Sierra Leonean will tell you everything about the United Kingdom, about America, about wherever on earth you think of. But he knows very little about himself. The Norwegian child will tell you everything about Norway, to the last aspect of the culture. And they don't know much about the outside world. They know, but now out of curiosity, then they learn from about the outside world, especially now that we get internet services all over the place. The kind of education they give to the children in Norway is geared towards keeping their focus on their culture, their resources, and their capacity as a people for grow wealth. We now, the kind of education we'll get is geared towards us learning about other people, admiring them, emulating them, and trying to be what we cannot. That confusion I make, even the one them where they do that brainwashing process, the way they call teachers, will not take them serious. Because the education not give we a sense of belonging, it not give we a sense of feeling that I have the independence to do what needs to be done for make progress. It give we a sense of I don't learn book, I need job. Then for give me job. I don't learn book, I for wait for somebody for help me for benefit myself. Those who do not go through that process were able for begin make wealth. We begin for see them as, oh, these are the people who are blessed. They are the ones to admire. So this confusion don't lead we now for say, oh, but let go we. Then say by Lo Barry, you say David Nicol. You see how confused we are? I hope you now they understand the trend of what you had to say. if we really mean for make Sierra Leone begin take off, because Sierra Leone get a lot of potentials, we need for sit down and look at we education, not in terms of making it politics. I don't come build 1,000 classroom. This is quality. That's not quality education. Education is never about buildings. Education is about the quality of teachers, the contentment of teachers for them to stay in the classroom, and the equipment and provision of teaching materials. You can conduct a whole university under banana tick. If you get the equipment, you get the teachers. Learning is not a process that has to be confined to any specific environment. Learning is a process where it takes place all the time. When man they walk in a bush, he dey learn. When man they swim in a sea, he dey learn. So it's not something we get for confined to specific environment. You dey build a building called a school because you want to make provision. Say, okay, within this period of time, 8 hours or 6 hours out of 24 hours, we dey collect the pikin them, let them then now, they collect the students, they let them then now. Now we provide them with knowledge through the availability of good quality and contented teachers. We're happy for do the job, and also the equipment where the teacher go use for do the job, and the teaching materials where the teacher get for use for make sure say every step in the learning process is understood by the student or the pupil. If you can create all that without a building, then learning can take place under mango tick, coconut tick, or whatever. So, the question is, how is education in Sierra Leone? What is education in Sierra Leone? And why is education no longer a value of society? I will repeat the questions. How is education in Sierra Leone? What do we understand as education in Sierra Leone? And why is education no longer of the value where people can be attached to them at some point in time? If we get for answer them questions, yeah, a lot of things get for come. But first and foremost, we need to look at the key factors them were responsible for make learning take place. Number one, the learning or teaching material. For most people, learning or teaching material is only the textbook. No. That way of thinking, they tell we say, we education not good for we. The textbook is not the only learning and teaching material. As a matter of fact, you can teach, you can learn without textbook in this present day and age. I can teach a whole class as I sit on here. I don't need a textbook. I only need for go research on internet, get the materials, prepare myself. I can sit on here, I talk systematically and in a way where people then go understand what I say. And I can do them in any language we're able without using English. Secondly, in the present world, the Pekin can learn without reading a textbook. YouTube, it has everything that you need to learn in different subject areas, different discipline. Pekin can sit down a house, go school. If they look YouTube, you understand them. If they learn more than how they go school, where they go read textbook in a language where you don't understand. So let's get that clear. The last time I did emphasize say the education a colonized process and a process of colonization and brainwashing. And I stand by that as a professional teacher. What you see back there is my professional certificate. I stand by that. Education is not about English. It's not about talking about Aristotle or Plato. They are part of. If we want to learn about them, we can learn about them. I may not even need to learn about Aristotle and Plato. I may need to learn about the African version of it, because there is an African version. Most times when you tell people that the first human right law will ever exist on earth came from Mali Empire, then they doubt. Yes. Today, UNESCO don't talk say that in the now one of the heritage of the earth. The Kurukan Fuba, that's how they call it. The constitution of the Mali Empire was a human rights document. How many of us know it? But we know about Napoleon Bonaparte. We don't drink whiskey, don't chaki, go kill him family. That's why I say education is a brainwashing process. We need to unlearn so that we go relearn and know what we need. Because good education that is worth its salt, we're able to teach the people them for understanding resources. When I say resources, I'm not talking about minerals alone. Minerals are part of the resources. There are several resources we have in Sierra Leone that we don't know how to use. And these resources can bring multi-billion dollars. Oh, they grew up, there was mangrove swamp all over the coastal area. Today, most of it is destroyed. That's a valuable resource we don't know. The mangrove swamp. It's not only valuable in terms of how they help for create balance in the ecosystem. It's valuable because it can produce fuel. People let me they cut and first they burn as mango as wood and say mango wood. There is a way you can process it to get fuel. Do we know? No. Why? Because we type of education not geared towards make we learn and things here. Do we know? No. Because we type of education, now we teachers them for venture into research about with local materials and use them in the classroom or in the school system. There is a lot to do in Sierra Leone, but the first thing we get for look at after provision of learning materials, we're going to include even cultural materials, where we make less, what they call our arts and craft. We next get for look at who that's responsible for this process for take place. The teacher. If you cannot keep the professional teachers in the classroom, then don't expect education to take place, because education, not to where you don't go sabi physics for cow chalk they write, or where you don't go learn mathematics for old chalk they write, they talk about quadratic equation, etc., etc. Teaching is a skill to learn. And for you for be a good teacher, you get first and foremost for be a social scientist, and you get to understand human and child psychology. Because what make you change what in somebody don't believe in, let's see them in a different light, for understand what you they say. It takes psychology, it takes sociology, because you get to understand the person in culture. You get to know how the person they think within a cultural background. And you get to use that to make the person understand what you they tell her. You know, they go tell and say in culture are lucky, then you expect them for listening to you. So if you want learning, if you talk about quality education, you have to talk about quality teaching. And quality teaching not only come from the professional qualification, it come from the satisfaction what the teacher they get, where they make it canals, he relax, he drink in tea or coffee or whatever, he sleep. Tomorrow morning, he grab with happiness, he say, "La go do me work." But if that man they canals, he not able to eat. That man not get side for sleep. That man not get money for pay for go work. You expect him for be happy. You expect him for deliver. You see, we society get for begin look at issues critically. We society get for begin understand issues. Life is not made as we see it. That way we they see life now. Now, a few people we want for stay in power, now then they gaslight we for beliefs your thing that they tell we correct. This get blessing, this get swear. Now only a God way stupid they make blessing and swear. Yes. And that God only exists in Sierra Leone. Nowhere else. This one, and they up yonder so that for it's the best. That man down yonder, where they do the dirty work, he deserves the best. In this country where I live, the basic cleaner, that man who then they employ, then train, because yeah, then they train you before you go do cleaner work. Then train them for good clean offices, clean houses, clean industries. The basic wage where they get is above $2,500 per month. And minus the wage, the person get access to all welfare and safety nets, loans, credits, etc. Pass the person to in recklessness, he pull them. Because Yahweh you owe debt, you know, pay, he give you more money. And he give you no get access to any loan. So if now what you want, you can be a cleaner after you don't work for some time. Then don't know say this man is stable in a job, you get stable income. You can go, you ask the housing bank, say I want buy us. Then they give you the money, you buy the house, and say, okay, for the next 20 years, you will pay we this money like I they pay us rent. Yes. If you want car, you dey go na any bank, you ask for loan, then give you buy car. Then kind society they make everybody feel say I belong somewhere. I glad for there. I ready for work for ya. But we create a society where a man will not they do nothing. They earn 90 million per month. You are all responsible for frame the minds of society, for create the next generation of society. You dey pay them 900 leons. You expect her to be efficient. We can say we Africans now, we are the slave masters. Left for life by Europeans. This is one example. We are the slave masters. We use we company as slave. This is just one example. If a society cannot pay its workers good wage, then that society is run by slave masters. And they gaslight the people. Hey, a God mark us leader. Who's God with a mark leader for can punish young people? Who's God? You know, severally I don't talk say what in the happen at Sierra Leone now a blessing in disguise. It's tough, it's difficult, we know. But this should be the condition where they make the people then begin think and understand certain things. This should be the condition where they make people ask question. Why is it that me not able to do this, the other man do this? Don't believe the lies. It's all hype. This now God maker. Either them people them and say now God be done bless. That's God that. That God not for inequality, not they. What exists is that one side is this, the other side is that. There is duality, we understand. There is good, there is evil. There is poor, there is rich. But in between these two, you can be anyone depending on how you determine for being. You can be poor if all the time you they think poor. But people don't know this. Sierra Leoneans, they suffer poverty because most times we think poor. How do we think poor? That man, you get $1,000 today. The first thing remember, for go buy a shopee, for go give a store, for go na nightclub, buy tomorrow morning the $1,000 done. That's poverty mentality. We think poor. Salomon get him $50,000. The first thing they remember, oh, la go member for Belos Bar. By the time they use 45,000, you come for realize say he not even reach wall height with that money. The money don't fashion. That's poverty mentality. So man, we don't go corner, then go make gamble, then get diamond, then waste the money. After some time, hey, money don't left me, money not left you. Be don't help, you know, be ever get them because of the way they think. But we can change their ways of thinking. And that's part of the job of the education system, if the education is tailored for development. And for the teach causes them, for teach people them, for be entrepreneurial, then for teach people them, for able to save and manage their income, etc., etc. Then for teach people them, for able to do budgeting for their homes and their lives, even if you not get home, if you're an individual person, if you're able to do budgeting. How many of us have that training? And this is part of education that we not pay attention to. Instead, we pay attention for talk about Donald Trump, for talk about Putin, and admire what in and they do. We left we own. This they happen because we not put value in our education. We not put value in the people them who for transmit the knowledge. As a matter of fact, the teacher training colleges, how much efficient and effective training then they do for teachers. What is the scope of the curriculum of the teacher training colleges? How many of them teach practical hand-on skills? Today, all man they go by it. Yes, it's an easy hand-on skill. You just need to get focus and maybe think a little bit critically. But what about carpentry? What about auto mechanic? What about pottery? What about building of electrical systems? How many Sierra Leoneans are really training in these hand-on practical areas when I really they put the things them together for make we nation begin grow wealth? How many? Have we respected the teacher to give him a curriculum that will allow him to teach these things? Have we respected the teacher to give him a wage, if even he has that knowledge, for him to stay in the classroom? I remember 1970s, the government of Sierra Leone spent a lot of money establishing teacher training colleges all over the country. The improvement in Magai, what they call university. I don't know what is so make about universities. All man they all about. All man want university in a region now. University, you know, they train una for use una resources now. Una want. You been get Freetown Teachers College. We been be part of Bishop Johnson School. You been get Putloko College. We first now been for women. Later they make a mixed. You been get McKinney. You been get Bo Natuama. You been get Bunubu. These institutions started producing professional teachers, I would say, at different levels. Some been there na primary professionalism. Some been there na secondary school professionalism. Some been there, then they train you for teach at any level, then for manage education. Jala been get a faculty of education, we been they do that. Of all the people that we come out through, then faculties and schools of education there in the 70s, less than 15% of them came out and stayed in the classroom. Less than 15%. I am one of those 15% who taught from 1979 up to 1992 in Sierra Leone. The rest, because them feel say teacher work not to better work, they left. Some went into the army, some went into police, some went into civil service, some went into the banks, etc. We created a fallow. That fallow now in the kick when at the face so today. At the time where some of we been they go school, we been get chemistry lab, physics lab, biology lab, music lab, carpentry workshop, you name it. Sports department been there, then we get equipment. I remember we had volleyball, we had soccer, we had athletics. There was equipment for these things. Later handball, kindside, there was equipment. Training been there. Una they go practice, una get coach with the train una. And it will surprise people that this was done at the Sierra Leone Grammar School, which I attended. There were other schools doing far better than us in those other areas, because the equipment been there. The teachers them been there with the knowledge. We been get technical and vocational centers, Congo Cross, Kisi Dockyard, Kenema, Maboka. Where are they today? They died down because society moving focus from education to quick fix wealth. Everybody wanted to get rich quick. Then corruption heightened. Then in the older classroom, if we talk English, how will I go? And say Bailo Barry, say they be cynical. Well, today we have plenty Bailo Barrys, no Davis Nichols, and a confused situation. Today, the Sierra Leone Teachers Union started strike action. For a lot of people, because they don't gaslight una for belief say education they take place in Sierra Leone, una feel say na bad thing then teachers don't do so. How them go call a strike when the pikin and how they go school? I want to make one point clear here. It is better the children stay at home for the next month or two, then rectify the situation where teachers will go to class happily to deliver whatever they have to deliver. Let some amount of learning begin take place. Then you call off the strike, teacher not a go teach. If you go, they say not with in heart. Then the pikin and they go sit down, they keep comping, no learning, no they take place. It's up to you, Sierra Leoneans, which one you prefer. It's up to you. Life is a choice. If you want better, you get the pathway they choose. You are lucky, you get the pathway they choose. So the choice is yours, Sierra Leoneans. People, when they hear of these things, they just take conclusive words because una don't used to deception, una don't used to lies and gaslighting. Hey, but I don't go lock school. When I say no strike, hey, are not your people then let them die? People are dying already because nobody is doing his job properly. If people are doing their jobs properly, a lot of death will take place naturally, not go take place. When doctors then say they want let people then die, people are dying because the doctor no they doing work with happiness. He not care. Because some of we come off from medical homes. May I come off from medical home? My grandpa have been dispenser na Songo, Pajalo. Middle night people and they can't knock the multi the gap. You see the person, he make that ended the medicine them, they come in cup and box. He gets in water and peacefully mix them, he grain the medicine, put on a bottle, say, oh, he go home, drink this 2 teaspoons, 1-3 times for day, or if not wound, the person wound, then go call with herself, the man in the way they in charge of that, so then they come, then put whatever care then get forgive for stayed, then call free tongue if not serious thing, ambulance come, because at that time there was a telephone in the house connected through the railway system to the house. The same with my parents, them. They were in the medical field. I know how the medical field be there, no idea now. And I know say now, the people in the medical field, they don't care about their oath or their pledge. Because they are not satisfied with the job they are doing. Sisters or nurses have what they call the Nightingale Pledge. They don't care anymore. You cannot force people to work as slaves in the present world. Doctors then get this Socratic or whatever pledge. They don't care anymore. We don't see them. We mix up, box up with society with falsehood, lies, deception, and gaslighting. We get for watch it. We are destroying Sierra Leone systematically. If we don't want to listen, if we don't want to make them politics, hey, I get me grave and I know if I die, I get outside and they bury me. And I will get marble stone. Yeah? A society get for be structured, not to guesswork process they run society. Not to ladida do our leg, I don't care damn they run society. Yes, sir. Welcome, sir.
Yeah,
Hello?
thank you, Mr. Jao Jamboya.
I mean, don't tell you that they can't cost now.
Hello?
Yes, see, they hearing me. I mean, don't tell you that they can't cost now. Me channel, you channel, I mean, take it easy. Let them not put you by you. Me on me channel, you don't put you on, okay. The idiocy don't too much now, Sierra Leone. Me children.
Exactly. I just want to make some few points. I don't really listen from the start. You know, there are many things we're lacking. But before that, I just tell you, you just they talk about parents' reaction in this fight. My own era, I meet up one strike in the 80s. That's a small. When I be popular teacher strike. I also meet up one of Alpha OE in term as minister.
Alpha Timbo, you mean?
Yeah, Alpha OE. We be as Minister of Education. I meet up one strike.
Okay, that's Akaba in term.
Yeah, Akaba in term. Then maybe the other one they will be the camp. But like this one, this is the first strike I saw. Parents them not vex. Then self glad. Then self get support. Then self support the action because because the last 2 terms now them be get the burden. Now them be get the burden. We don't see plenty them they ask charges for fees for many things. Them even up to giving stipends to non-pin coded teachers. You know,
may get somebody with an in-law.
Sorry?
I say I get somebody with an in-law.
Yeah.
Now principal na a school. And I go call the place and the waiting for obvious reason. That man, they always say, in salary not do for him because now from his salary, they take for give something to teachers them where they wait for PIN code.
That's right.
What is happening in Sierra Leone? What is really happening in Sierra Leone?
Thank you. We have schools. I guess we get school then a year. Only maybe the head teacher or the principal and one other teacher, a PIN coded teacher. All the rest.
So all the teacher the way they teach there, now the principal get for pool pie money they give them.
Indeed.
You see, if government cannot run schools, let them make it known. Let we find a way for privatized schools in Sierra Leone.
Yeah, indeed.
We can talk to ourselves as citizens. We say, okay, I want to listen to this. It's a solution I'm offering. We can talk to ourselves as citizens. We say, okay, let we all put investment of $1,000.
Yes, sir.
Let do maybe every 6 months or year. That investment, we find a way for make profit from them. Maybe we'll get people in Dong Sierra Trust, then they buy and export something like gold. The profit from that gold, we they put them into education for run and equip schools. Let the government pull and fail by education. Because this cannot continue.
Yeah.
The present generation, they not get nothing to write home about who we go call education. Even that what they say now brainwashing was better than what they be now. The other thing is, for make you get a small country like Sierra Leone, with a population less than 1/4 of the population of Lagos City in Nigeria. Then you get teachers, they teach in that small place there. And I'm sure whatever we say, the teacher population not past 50,000 teachers.
It's 37,000.
37,000. Okay, 37,000.
Yes, sir.
Then just at I say today na election, then I know we not so.
Yes, sir.
You know how they go on the election? They're not done for call the results that you see the results don't begin come online.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This na me area, Alverson. Na me party, the Labour Party na in the lead now right now.
Okay.
Now the results this the council 77.3% don't come. Okay? You see, technology is there for us to use. Pin code, not pin code.
Yeah. Now you party there, so the red?
Now him. Now the Labour Party.
Okay.
Pin code, not pin code. If you want, you call on Calabash code or whatever. If you have a structured electronic system where not too much of a headache for do the tools, then for pay for them, you get people there they do efficient web development and management and put the thing online. Then build app with it in our mobile phones. Every teacher in Sierra Leone can be registered online. So you know automatically the number of teachers where the country get, who side and locate, etc. When it comes for pay salary, it's so easy to do that.
Teachers, right?
That can be done within 1 month if they are ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Indeed.
I tell you now, as somebody will get knowledge in technology, it can be done within 1 month.
1 week.
If they're ready. We election results them. We can get a website for electoral commission where as the election they done and they make them certify them, they come online people and they see like I'll show you just now. That's a rocket science. The preparedness for do things na Sierra Leone not there. One. Two, I will tell you this, it's hard to say. But 90% of the people who run Sierra Leone or who have been running Sierra Leone, now munku them. They don't know a thing.
Well, you go say they are not following the trend. Not that they don't.
They don't know.
They know. No,
they don't. Know, but take it from me. They don't.
Doing that. Go stop them.
They come.
Or stop them for thief.
They come.
Yes.
Forget PhD and conflict management not make you know anything about technology. Forget PhD and business studies may give you the basic idea on how to run and operate computer systems.
Yes, sir.
They don't know. Munku na part of the problem na salon. And the other problem we'll get, most of all come overseas, we live as clans within a ghetto. We go to one area in London, now they meet only Sierra Leoneans, and now they don't begin be Sierra Leonean by tribe and by party.
Yeah.
They don't even mix with the other African nationals they have around them. So some man go tell you they England, but it's still the salon. That's munku. Make pound na jesi oboku na munku. The one inside salon, where they claim say they are educated, look how they behave, look how they talk na munku them. They don't know what they need to know to make life comfortable. And so whatever they do it wrongly.
Yes, sir.
They get good intentions at times, but then they do it wrongly.
But the question, don't you think they don't want to do it because they think that, this is not going to allow for law thief, law become more corrupt?
But do you need to be a thief in politics? Mister,
well,
Mister.
Not that Mr. Jalo Jambo, not that these guys are not knowing what is happening. They don't know what is happening now. They know, say, so the thing they work. These people are
they hear about it, but they don't care to find out.
They go for conferences. They know. So they know we can't copy and say.
So man, they go to the conference for the PADM, yeah? So tell the conference, yes, they go to sleep throughout the conference. Now anyone know what you go do there.
Not that they don't. They know say, Ivory Coast they do this, Ghana they do this, England they do this. But me I can't go this time the country because I go to this.
But the fact of the situation.
This is so it's ignorance to me.
Now let me look. Okay, I go accepting our ignorance because ignorance and munku are the same. When you ignorant of something, you don't find out. Then you na munku.
Uh-huh.
You understand? Yeah. You
Yes,
see,
sir.
the fact of the situation is to think that by
Yes, sir.
not doing what is right and using force is the only way you can be in power is wrong and always wrong. And they put you where they do at stake.
Yes, sir.
Here,
And imagine they do them because they think say we Sierra Leoneans now.
well, they know they think so. Then get them your way
No,
where
they
they
go think so.
understand life.
They go think so. They go say, but then they will able them.
Yeah,
See,
but
they will able
if they
Taliban.
assume say they're able, why then get all the heavy security then they pass with?
Yeah, they able we.
No,
Well, me Sabi Salomon.
Mister,
Even the campaign messages, they are giving us campaign messages that we want to hear.
Mister,
Now,
yes,
what do
because they don't brainwash we for believing
they
the
don't
gaslight.
Exactly.
But I wonder you get the other side. I wonder you listen
Yes,
to
sir.
the other side.
Mm-hmm.
If I know say how they do good, people then appreciate what they do. As minister, as leader, Akiwa cannot treat without security because I feel safe with me people then, not so?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Indeed.
Yeah, what they? Me and the prime minister, the member of parliament, will they meet up in a supermarket? They team up in a line like anybody.
Yeah.
But we say go before boy, you know, big man, not team up on a line. We make a laugh, we go. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Team up on a line. If prime minister now not get convoy, he get driver for official purpose. But most times, then they drive himself from your house go to your office.
Yeah, because he believes he believe himself. Not put that.
Not so they believe himself. The fact is,
So he believe himself. I mean, what I mean? That means say you don't say he's working, he's safe, so you know they know.
Yes, the people are not anything what they need for attack and for. Maybe one time he go meet pressman, they will go block him and say, "Well, answer this question, ba."
Answer this question.
You understand?
But nothing else.
But nothing else.
But nothing else. Yeah, nothing else.
But if you then are a country where get all the potentials, far more than them countries in Europe where people and they run come. You're not able to sit down for visualize, say, let me do this, so that everybody go be happy. Then I am happy. But who's Munko rich than me? Show me the Munko rich than me. You know, my brother, the problem, as Aki always say, and I say and just know to you, we have a deep socio-psychological problem in Sierra Leone.
Indeed.
We beliefs, we perceptions, we understanding of relationship with each other is built around mistrust and fear.
Yeah.
And then two things then if them present in a society, nothing they happen.
Yes, sir.
They wonder where they near power, then they create a cabal, then create impunity, they make them exclusive. Plus they invite you for go join them. And we go join them, you know, for say anything we correct. If you say anything we correct, then they drag you there or then beat you or then kill you. We social psychology, it make for encourage impunity and autocracy. Until the Sierra Leoneans sit down. And what's a Sierra Leonean? Each of us.
Yeah.
We can blame the politicians there until thy kingdom come. But the question we'll get for make peace with, are these people foreigners or are they part of us? They were born and brought up in Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
So whatever trick they get, not part of the Sierra Leone.
And we cannot be in a country without leaders. It's not possible.
Well, we get leaders.
We don't tell with all my well. Nobody need lead big, you know. we always, yeah. Because
we get leaders. Not to say we not get leaders. We get leaders, but they are not leading in the direction for collective benefits. They are
Exactly.
leading in the direction for selected benefits.
Yes, sir. So you see, and they just have to lead us. But who that will believe? You see, now this all remember this morning this afternoon we talk about manage resources. What they affect the educational system. So right now. It go interest you for no say. I wake up this early morning, 7 o'clock. I go through the Liberia executive mansion. There's a Boake, and this I'm seeing it for the second or third time. Going to the United Nations with a commercial flight, a sky. Would I not believe? Let's go right now at the executive mansion page. You trace this morning, President Boake of Liberia. I mean, this is the second or third time I don't see him using a commercial flight. So all of those things now just will reduce, this will bloated, wastages, what they do. So we still go see President Bio go do such thing as an example for say yes. What I for spend per society last spend a teacher. So this is the problem we have.
Buddy?
The priority means that we not the prioritize what's important. Yes, sir.
I don't tell you, say, with social psychology, now the problem. And for change the social psychology, we therefore unlearn certain things and relearn other things.
Yes, sir.
And Usai, people and they live on patronage. Usai, patronage, they make certain people then be praise singers and sycophants.
Yes, sir.
Not expect anything good for happen there. Now that's the destroy America, so right now. Patronage.
Yeah.
MAGA is a patronage movement, it's not a political party. We see the damages we don't cause, and the damages don't begin hit the world.
Yeah.
This tariff noise and this and that. Prices then they go up so much that even in Norway outside, normally prices then stable. We don't begin to feel the effect.
Yeah.
You see, leadership. Now, one thing we will not understand, Sierra Leone. A leader, not the toughest guy or the strongest guy. And the way will get everybody for come on board, low na work, so all man will get waiting for it.
But whether they say leader, it's leading. Then they say leader.
But in Sierra Leone, the toughest guy where they for secure the gang in interest, now the leader.
Yeah. Most powerful.
So we have to sit down. You see, Ernest Koroma had an inspiration that he never fulfilled. If he had gone the next step with that inspiration, it would have been the greatest legacy we go left for Sierra Leone. That attitude and behavior committee.
Behavior change. Yes, sir.
If we been try for get people them we know social science, if we been try for get the culturally educated Sierra Leoneans them, then they who people in a village so they sabi with culture. They understand the reason why everything they happen. If you been get them people there for work with people that will get Western sociology, Western psychology, then sit down, they examine why certain things they happen, the reason behind it, the thought, where they make certain behavior they happen, the thought, where they make certain attitude they happen. We look at with culture and traditions. We say, okay, this one we can continue with, this law we modernize them.
Yeah.
That would have been the greatest asset where they left for the country. Norway.
Indeed.
Norway. In 2005, they established a Ministry of Modernization. You know what that mean? Then get a Ministry of Culture in this country. But they established a Ministry of Modernization. You know what that mean? everything about the society we're concerned with the ethics, the morals, and then things and that ministry they employ professionals them where they go and look them without bias. Then look them for in value and say, okay, let we modernize this. Let we left this. Let we change this. You understand?
Yes. For develop. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, what where put an eye go say no. Another thing again, before I forget, is that we mentioned about, I mean, the way the education system don't they this issue of focus on something. You don't mean mind to guidance counseling.
Yes.
For now, you know, effective.
We never, not even effective. We had them before. Do we have them now?
Now just the name. In fact, they are training guidance counselor. I see they can train them once and those kind of things. It's not effective because one of the things the way the thing the guidance counselor they do is able for guide the picking to which career if for follow. Now they see education, then they become party they go art. Now actually they go. When me say now art they go. Not looking at the picking who side go focus on, but say this picking me they do science subjects in. Where be they na DSS? Now we they go SS. It go fit in at the science subject. Now they just fall apart. It's not effective at all.
Do you even have efficient people for guide denting and you see Ministry of Culture and Equality? Ask Sudan the minister. A black
minister of
a black lady.
So
culture and equality.
Tourism and culture.
Culture and equality. Unaga Ministry of Tourism. Yes. Unaga Ministry of Tourism now. Tourism now private sector business now.
Okay.
Government not get handy. As a matter of fact, the municipalities then are the handy pan tourism. Because that's a source of income for them. The central government not get anything
for
tourism.
So even like it, right now, the trend now where they go nursing. Everybody has to go to nurse. Everybody has run away from either commercial or arts. Everybody na nurse. Now look at nurse in school, they don't flood. Everywhere nurse. Everywhere. And how did they graduate? As soon as they get pin code. And how did they go there? As soon as they get quality education when necessary. And looking at such profession.
Do you even have the training capacities in Sierra Leone for trainers?
They don't even have. The labs. Go to some school.
Because nursing is more of a practical cause, not to not to theory business.
Indeed. But where are they? Where are the labs go? Go now this government hospital now the nurse they pass 200 what they do so-called from different schools. And then go to the school they don't even have the human capacity and the material capacity. It's lacking. But everybody is going for it. I want to be nurse. Oh, now na nurse. So you don't see. So the career path now don't lack because of this guidance counseling. Everybody.
Not the guidance counseling not the problem.
Is this the problem?
The problem is we have a dysfunctional public sector.
Yes, sir.
The role of the public sector are for provide policies and for provide the framework and the services.
Yeah.
For make if somebody they run a private nursing school, if we're done within certain policy guideline.
Yeah.
If somebody they run a private nursing school, if we get certain facilities present before they give you license for do that. You see, we get a lot of things for change in Sierra Leone.
But all of those in politics don't mix. Now, me SFTB.
Oh, no get politics na Sierra Leone. Una left for the life pa una self.
No, I can be the nurse school right now. Yes, I get politics. Yes, I did.
Una no get politics na Sierra Leone. That's you una they call politics, not to politics.
Now it's in a gaslighting.
A cabal business. As a matter of fact, the political parties, they no get ideology. They no get.
That's all.
You know it's an ideology?
No.
You know it's an ideology?
Yeah, I just that.
Now your perception about the type of development we expect to undertake.
Yeah.
Individually, you forget an ideology about how you want to live life.
Yeah.
If you have a club, even a football club, we not forget an ideology. Although we not go call them ideology, but now the principle and philosophy we not believe in. Do we have ideologies in Sierra Leone? We don't. The only thing we know is Lao go there, it's our turn, Lao go kapu. That's not an ideology. That's gangster mentality. That's gangster mentality. And that's not the product of a dysfunctional educational system.
Yeah.
When man don't go through school, he go university, he not get any skill for employing himself. He get for waitless somebody employ him. That how they yonder where they control the string. If they tell and say the dollar kick you, if they kick him.
Yeah.
He be I say that be no more like this.
Get this.
That's not an ideology.
Very interesting.
We get to do a lot of revision in we thinking na Sierra Leone.
Indeed.
And we get for unlearn a lot of things we feel so sabi, for relearn things them, we're close to we culture, close to we development needs, so that we will begin think as a people, work as a people. And that begins with getting those we call teachers for make them get the correct mentality, the correct knowledge base, then giving them a condition of service who will make them happy for provide this knowledge. I want to tell you something. Most of what you call NGOs in Sierra Leone, the kind of community intervention where then they do, where after the fund done, then forget about that, then go their way. Now that's the educational system for they do.
Yeah.
Now that's we educational system for they do. And we educational system for able to sustain then community interventions they let people then know the value of their culture, they know what it mean not for do certain things in society, then you go see growth and development begin take place. Now I make us say, if the government cannot afford to fund education, let them take the hands off education. Let them tell the Sierra Leone public. Then we begin. And the other thing will come with.
Yes, sir.
You say the parents they're happy because now then they spend money. Government they don't promise them. You see, one thing with the Sierra Leone get for take out of mentality. There are no free gifts in life. There is a price you pay for whatever you acquire in this life.
Yeah. Hence you want for achiever.
Education is never free. Education comes with a cost.
Yeah.
In Norway, you don't pay school fees. You don't pay for books when you are going to school, up to university. But the people are paying the cost.
Okay.
You pay them by the tax way they pay.
With the pay, yeah.
In every tax we pay, in any value-added tax, or what you know they call GTS. Yeah, GTS is about 25% on anything you buy. That money they a percentage of and they go into funding education.
Okay.
You see, the politicization of education, they can't give una free education. And I can tell you, say, most of the people they run Sierra Leone are munku. But make you go team up, they tell people say they can't give una free education. That tell you say you don't even know what your education means. You can give fee-free education, but the people have to pay for it because education needs funds.
Yeah.
And the other thing they get wrong, we feel say companies that already operate in Sierra Leone, now therefore bear the cost of them things there. Not for them business. Then sign contract with you.
Yeah.
If we want to get more from minerals, we will make a law say any company who they can Sierra Leone, 30 or 40% of the shares of that company should be owned by Sierra Leone. That means if we put money, not for free, and now they go give share and not put money. And if the government ready for put money, therefore look at ways, let them get the citizens for trust them, so that citizens go buy treasury bonds and things like that, we go be money than they invest.
Yeah.
But if you team up, they take private jet, they go all decide you want it for go invest money. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
There has to be ethical standards and discipline in society.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things wrong. These are things we can fix.
Exactly.
These are things we can fix. But to get for begin things straight, not so that obscured, convoluted way they think for make Sierra Leone better. There's too much convoluted issues in Sierra Leone, especially with the elites. Not only the politicians, though, the elites. They're too convoluted. Somebody else they call the Allah chance, yeah?
Okay. Well, I just
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Thank you. Very interesting topic. I just put in begin some few contribution on the comment section.
I see your comments.
Yeah, it's I'm really happy that you choose such a topic today, Mr. Jallo.
I'm doing it in solidarity with the teachers union. They are my comrades. I used to be one of them.
Yeah, Mr. Jallo. I mean, interesting. We all on pass through classroom, so I know exactly what that means. Just like we talked in the comment section, we educational system, not salon, not to say it broken. Wow. Not just that deliberate neglect where we neglect educational system. Mr. Jallo.
Well, nine don't broken.
Yeah. Right.
The neglect nine don't broken.
Because
and the neglect don't make we not modernize with education for meet with developmental needs.
Mr. Jallo,
go to Ghana. I want to listen to this. Go to Ghana, go to Nigeria. You go see they don't modernize the education for meet and developmental needs. India did it in 1960s. Today, then they take the rickshaw, they may put engine plan and cancel and give, we call them Okada. We call them Keke, I mean. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, these are some of them. I mean, one of the reasons because Mr. Jallo, look at we classrooms. For me, it's like we classrooms are just a place where picking up a whole pen and whole book.
Now keep comping and they go keep comping and all they learn.
Right. I don't know, but like this is not education at all, Mr. Jallo. Waiting that happen in the country. Okay. No, I mean, it depends on how somebody wants to take them. It's not like I am. Look, I just say this from that independent point of view, Mr. Jallo. We all long go through educational system, both at home and abroad. Yes, there's no way we will compare. But how many years we need more for let we rethink, let we get to set at the right place? Because what is happening in Sierra Leone, Mr. Jallo, what is going on in Sierra Leone, or what has been going on in that country, that is not education, that is not educating. We are pacifying. This is not schooling.
It's not.
Now,
It's brainwashing. It's a brainwashing process.
This is the systemic sabotage, Mr. Jallo. A sabotage where the mask come as a progress. Yeah. Sabotage. Yeah. That's not education.
Right. I will accept that. It's a sabotage. It's a sabotage. Because these guys, they know what they are doing is wrong. And they are happy for it to happen.
Yeah, and you know what? When you look at the whole thing within the Ghana country, Mr. Jallo. That is, I love even the word we use, that light. We really the gaslight we use them. With the gaslight,
the order of the day right now.
Yeah, with the gaslight we use by preaching that factory education is the key. While we hold them with padlock, and they take padlock, you then lock and bam. Because look at the school system, look how dilapidated our schools are. Look at even the teachers. More than half of the teaching population is untrained. Very untrained, I can say this.
They are untrained, they are unpaid, they are wretched and unhappy.
Even not just untrained, but unqualified.
And they are wretched and unhappy because that man they work in all the prayer may not expect them for live decent life.
There are even teachers who are trained, but they are not qualified to teach. Yes. Look at the curriculum, Mr. Jallo. How politicized our curriculum done they today. So, look, when you use that word con game, right, Mr. Jallo, a con game that thrives on illusion, right? And Salon today, what we don't see, not just today, but over the years, is that the illusion itself is that free education, and the equivalent to it into quality education. But when we see students, them not even able for read, unable for write, or even get that reasoning critically reason, you know what's in, Mr. Jallo? That con is being exposed.
But let me ask you a question. Right?
Yes, sir.
Is there free education in Sierra Leone?
There is nothing called free education.
Money.
No. That is just politicized. It's a phrase in America, just a word. Of course. And they even spend today.
They spend money, not to so.
They're not just a spend, but they spend far more today than they used to.
So it's not free. In Norway, when they say free education from class 1 to university, the only thing the parents they pay now normal tax, wherein they take percentage of and invest in education. But then they can ask you for money extra for you picking a school. And the minute they picking reach senior secondary school, then they begin getting pocket allowance every month for take care of in transport and other basic needs.
Mr. Jallo, I want to listen to this. I think we country today, we don't do so today, Mr. Jallo. We need reform. And then reforms and they get for begin. What I mean reform, I mean genuine reforms. They have to begin with the teachers training.
Exactly.
I don't think
you follow me trend the way they talk. That was exactly what I was saying.
And we need the teachers training, Mr. Jallo. We need
teachers training. We need it. I want to listen to this, yeah? We need a teachers training. We will give you an expanded curriculum. curriculum will include cultural teaching,
As I said, we need
teaching.
an overhaul curriculum.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I mean, not to just that, Mr. Jallo.
We
also therefore think for decentralized education budget.
But I said it here.
Right.
Said government will run education, let them privatize them.
Let the community own their schools.
Exactly.
Let even them vocational training there. Let we dignify them. Let we not stigmatize them. The vocational education, the educational system,
we need.
Vocational training in our country is being stigmatized. Let we allow more data, not to just politics, for drive with policy, with educational policy. Yeah, something in the, but a country. When some of we can write some of them things they talk about that, you know what in? Now mommy costing the count for we. They say we na PDP, they say we na with the APC, they say we na anyhow you talk government in, government out.
But
the days of the APC.
I want to ask you, the
days of the APC, you know what they can say? They say even for me, they say for me name alone, they know that belong. We know for me name alone, Albert who knows he belong. The same in Oh my God! Now that the SFP they in governance, when they go hard on them, they say, APC. Jesus Christ.
You know one thing I will tell you. If Sierra Leone is to change, we will want them for change, we get for the thick skin. And if for each service someone talk nonsense, tell and say, get out. Because if certain people they also conscientize them for being barbarous them, we need for begin beat certain people and let them behave themselves in a certain. We country they in a dire need for change. It don't go so low that for uplift them, you can forget a level of despotism. Julius Maada would have succeeded in doing that. But his greatest weakness is that he tribalized everything. He made it into a partisan issue.
I agree. We need for decolonize the curriculum.
Exactly.
Right? Because within me don't they see, even from the days where we all start with education on that side in our country, Mr. Jallo, till today, the only thing we're able to imagine within Salon they cultivate educationally and test takers. We don't cultivate thinkers.
At all.
Test takers.
At all. Exam takers. Critical thinking is not part of our educational curriculum.
We don't have critical thinkers. We don't cultivate these minds.
No, we don't.
Because education should not just be to liberate minds. Education should be to liberate mind, Mr. Jallo.
Well, now you said it. No, because I'll be asking if they liberate minds now, Sierra Leone, or they colonize them.
We will liberate mind because not so just for, condition obedience or obedience, no. Look at Mr. Anyhow you look at it, up and down, east, west, look at it. From your days, Mr. Jallo, you went through, your primary education in that country. We all go through that system. We all go through some level of secondary school education before ever, we go elsewhere around the world. But it's sad.
Go up to university in Sierra Leone.
It's sad. It's really, really sad. It's really, really sad, Mr. Jallo. What's in the happen in our country?
Well, we may say it is sad.
A few days ago, I've been getting the opportunity to talk to somebody somebody very senior fellow, where I don't know many years. I'm a colleague. We all be meet now a particular campus to study, but like today in a part of the cabal, and so like we really discuss issues related within the educational sector, and some of them here now, some of the things they were put, to. But I understand in position. Those guys are just sycophants.
That's the
Yeah.
the problem with running systems that operate
no
on patronage.
authority, they not get no rights over the roles them where they occupy. They just
don't
occupy
take
position.
Don't take it, mister.
This is one thing. You see, you get this guy where I really love. Maybe they talk far more, like long before they talk, but like you don't take, more than a year, communication don't lost between me. So, what are the guy name against if every day state house,
you no need for calling him, just go ahead.
Okay. And now some of the thing in this way, it decide for step down.
Okay, this fellow, what's in my name? That lawyer.
Now I'm the head on it. In fact, now this guy Mike Bewa replace.
Yeah.
Okay, I no need for calling name, right? So, and I really admire that because he go through the same situation. He get things that will not go well. We not get it right. They not get the freedom for really do what's in it believes is right. And because of then conditionalities and the way they act, he left.
That changer?
No.
They're not getting profession.
And they tell me, it's a fellow, I got a career for Bill.
Finish.
I got a long future. I got a long way to go. Waiting me, he said me complicity today to any wrongdoing, it affect me tomorrow. And I agree with him.
Albert?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Life is a choice.
Mm-hmm.
The path you choose is what you will get in life.
Right.
And no matter whether you get PhD or whether you're a high school leaver, if you make the correct choices in life, you will prosper in life. Watch all the richest men in life. Minus maybe Musk went to university, okay. But watch most of the richest men in life. Not the people that will get high university qualification.
Not at all. Not at all.
People that will make a choice for focus on what in them believe say, they make them happy. If you do a job where you're happy, you get the benefit. If you do a job because of the money, you'll have the money and stay poor. Because not all money they make you rich. Wealth creation is more than money. Money is a medium of exchange. Wealth creation goes beyond that physical cash. Trust is involved. Your spiritual satisfaction and balance is involved. A lot of people make plenty money in doing dirty things. They end up getting involved in substance abuse. The money they don't.
I say it gets a fellow way also they run a CSO, a civil society organization in the country. I made me the text during my lunchtime today. I said fellow, I said that time for Leona go they unleash that kind of polite outrage. You don't overall. I said this time around, you guys, but particularly guys within the CSOs, the time for Leona, trigger radical professionalism as well, Now, for say, go they choose word, use polite word, one kind Polish word, where, even the chair for criticize or they call it. No, that time for that kind polite kind of outrage. No, that was then. This kind of system where we go.
You see one thing for understand. You know what you need for understand as Sierra Leone?
No, sir.
How they use impunity by polite.
Yeah.
Like psychological impoliteness today. So if you able to use physical impoliteness, use them.
Right. Use them. That is it.
We have to stop being polite with nonsense. Because at the end of the day, that nonsense, they come back and hit you in our face. If you are part of this system, the insecurities what this system don't create, you self, you can be a good guy, but you are no longer safe in the society. It happened to me. 97, 98. I was doing my job. AFIC was in power. I've been they talk. And so this man, AFIC, a collaborator. I almost lost my life. I learned a lesson from that, say, you get for be who that you be, don't go with what people want. Now, because people and they live on patronage in Sierra Leone, now I make we society don't messed up. Now, patronage, they mess up America. So, MAGA is not a political party, it's a patronage movement. It's destroying America stage by stage.
I say, Mr. Jallo, until this way country salon, until we really stop for treat education as a kind of ceremonial checkbox, they will start for treat them as a national emergency. When we declare or we try for treat education as a national emergency, you know what's in?
Well, I would rather say,
because we do this thing in our country today, Mr. Jallo. Look at the Peking. Believe me, every Peking way they through with educational system today, that Peking they don't deny equality learning.
I want let you get this point clear.
Yes, sir.
We cannot treat education as an emergency.
Okay.
We therefore treat them as an investment. The human resource are the greatest resource where a country get.
Yes.
And the country for investing that resource for making the economy grow. Take countries like South Korea. They don't have a single mineral. They invested in the human resource.
Jallo, don't go too far.
Take Singapore.
Not go too far, Mr. Jallo. Just think. If I call this country, if Rwanda don't able for digitize their classrooms, them even Ghana don't prioritize the STEM educational system. Why we young country up to now we still settle with chokes them and chaos in our school them?
Because we not look the human resource as an economic good. That's the answer.
And that is why we all as Salon people, we all as Sierra Leonean, we all get for demand that. Now we demand an innovation. Not all this kind of imitation where we see here in government out. It's a shame.
We have first and foremost for determine, say, the human resource of the country, now an economic good. We get for invest on the economic good, forget the result we want so that we're able to produce goods and services that will make our economy grow.
Me and you know you very well, Mr. Jallo, say, me and you know, say, the educational system where we go through, like kind of recycled promises. We begin and not go through that. We begin and also want to go through the same thing.
I go through an educational system, who then give me degree after that. The work where I been get where they pay me not enough. Pass I go begin learn for make paint and soap. And I was making more money from that than the work where they do. These are the practical hand-on skills that we need.
There you go.
And within that period, I learned something that taught me to be self-reliant, not to wait for somebody to give me a job. How many Sierra Leoneans able day after university think of something I go do, where I go begin produce goods and services, I go begin make money from that, I grow gradually. Because the educational system now they teach you that. All of them things and therefore be part of the curriculum. As you rightly say, We need for overhaul we curriculum. We need for look at we cultural resources. We people let me they make sukublai. Let me they make the mat where you they use as like silotex. These are economic goods we can modernize and begin to make wealth out of. Ghana has modernized kente. They made it an industrial something and make a market them internationally. Ghana is making bicycles from bamboo, where then they sell na Europe. Very expensive. And from each bamboo bicycle, a percentage of that money they go towards education and other community service in the region where then they make the bicycle na Ghana. We will see them, they talk rotorata, all 10 we sabi talk. All man the social media they talk. We have to do something in Sierra Leone.
We have to. Because if we just continue to reward this kind of mediocrity, this kind of mediocrity, Mr. Jallo, where we don't see the unfold of the country, and decorate them with all types of dysfunction, they see with slogans, or just sweet words. You know what I'm saying? We will continue to raise a generation where we just fluent in survival. And go fluent in survival.
I will tell you something.
But they are very literate in transformation.
I will tell you something.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
The way things they go in Sierra Leone, if we not try for stop them and reverse the process, there are a lot of foreign nationals coming in now, pretending to come to do business, establish business. And they married now with communities then because we sisters then deprived and they go look for them how can afford. They begin the old and they born and then get for inherit Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
The real Sierra Leonean picking them. Some of them now they live up to the next 10 years. And if them born picking, say them picking, they're not able to do nothing better. Because we society dysfunctional.
Yeah.
This is the crisis we have. But because we know they think critically, we know they see them. And when you see how you talk them, people think you are talking against. We are not talking against government. We are talking against what all of us are not doing right.
Correct.
It doesn't matter whether it's APC or SLPP or NGC, it's that we are not seeing what is written on the wall, the signs on the wall. We're in a deep crisis.
Right.
And we need to do something for change them. But one thing we'll get for take out of the equation for change them are through military force.
Yeah.
If we use that now, we are destroying Sierra Leone forever because our society is already traumatized. Highly traumatized.
No, but we're not even getting military force, Mr. Jallo.
And what you mean military force? Some man go and say, go make rebel business. No, that's not the answer. The answer is, let us say the truth and nobody should be afraid of listening to the truth. If people don't like what I am saying, I don't care.
Mr. Jallo, I know at least make I go down, maybe somebody else go on for like call. I go down the line, please.
Okay, sir.
At the follow from the comment section. Yeah.
Okay, sir. I don't know if any other person they call.
Okay.
Right. Thanks for calling. So, fumble them, I think we don't do 1.5 hours. And I believe, most of what we don't discuss now today are practical issues we'll take note of. Sierra Leoneans, the time have come for us to put that geographical area we call Sierra Leone ahead of our political parties, ahead of our regional affiliations, ahead of we tribal affiliations, ahead of we partisan affiliations. We can be members of all these groups, but now consider, Sierra Leone is the place that all of us have. It no matter whether it come out na Kurubola, or it come out na Berea Timbako, or it come out na, I call this place na Pujam. who side them, you go make the rebel business, the island. It no matter. Whether I come up Banana Island, Plantain Island, it no matter. Whether I come up Yeliboya, it no matter. What it matter is Sierra Leone has to be run as a constructive, sustainable place for everybody we believe saying as Sierra Leonean. We can do it. We only need to get an open mind and we get to pull ourselves from this clan mentality. Because now clan mentality, now I make patronage, now the order of the day. If you not belong, you are a nobody. Well, of course, if you not belong, now anyone for be nobody, you can still not belong to any of them clans and then still succeed in life. Honestly, life is a choice. If you choose to succeed, you'll succeed. You don't need anybody for come. You may need people to buy what you produce, your goods and services, but you don't need for go get the blessing of any dawn or whatever for do what you want to do. You only need for be organized and get the right people around you on a come on a do what you for do, on a go make progress. Community mentality, collective mentality is what we have to begin to learn in Sierra Leone. If we don't do that, we are wasting time. And to the government of Sierra Leone, it's time you stop politicizing education and gaslighting the people about whatever you call it. Let we take time and look at what needs to be done to revise and modernize the educational sector. There are ways we can raise funds to run education, but the government has to have the trust of the people. If you don't have the trust of the people, they will not put that money. And stop lying to them that you have free education. There's no free education. Quality, forget it. You don't have the equipment. You don't have the teaching materials. Where is this quality? Where is it? We therefore be careful. We therefore be careful. In one of Shakespeare's books, them as you like it, he say, all the world's a stage, and every man and woman are merely players. Let us don't forget that we are merely players on the stage. There is a day for joy, there is a day for sorrow. There is a day for light, there is a day for darkness. It happens to everybody. Let us take note of that. Everything happens for a time and for a reason. I tell everybody, thank you. Do ya? The one that already come newly, will not subscribe to the channel yet. If you now want for they get notification, then I can come on, or can't talk me nonsense. When I subscribe, Lord, I go there this nonsense. Sometime after some time, it will make sense to you. And for those of us who are here, please like the video. Sankara and Mpiari Shekel. Granted, another hear from you. Of course, me brother, me, you don't just talk just now. So, thank you for being here. Junior Williams, welcome and thank you for being here. Abu Mansari, as usual, thank you for being here. We will go and come back on Wednesday. But before they go, I want to play one short trade union song we will call the International. I know they play all that, they play half of them. Okay. Thank you very much, people. We meet on Wednesday. We go continue.
What happens when truth becomes a tool, not a right? In Sierra Leone, confusion isn't just chaos, it's strategy. When leaders deny what you live, gaslight your reality, and rewrite the past, who really holds the power? Tonight on Truth Unmasked, we expose the tactics, we name the games, we decode the lies. Don't just believe what they tell you. Ask why they want you